been something dramatic and very, very intense in Vicki's life. She's not even going to be a player in the game anymore after that. But if it were me looking at Vicki, I would keep her at arm's length, especially when it comes to my kids for Tamara. I would definitely keep her, try to keep them away. Although I know that, she can do what she wants because she seems like an adult, right? The kid, she's in
Yeah.
her 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an adult.
I yeah, it's like she's a kindergarten kid without any true friends, this Vicki girl. But she's not going to be around, so she's not going to play. She needs to go anyway because that energy does kind of fuel the flame for everybody else. Like she keeps that flame going. She is manipulative, and I know they faked some stuff, but there is some type of legal stuff for her coming up, and I won't get into great detail about that, but there's some legal stuff coming up for her. She's not going to be around for a minute.
Yeah, well, she is being sued by someone.
Mm.
I don't know the details, like it's out there. It's not like we're breaking any news, but she's being sued by an elderly woman who's claiming some type of insurance fraud. She's in the insurance business. So you think that case is
Mm.
going to kind of become a big thing? You're
I
feeling
think
that?
it's going to be a big thing, and I think there's going to be some other stuff, other people that come up. Like I don't, and none of my business. I'm just telling you, that's going to be a big deal. Big, big scandal.
So she needs to behave herself or she's going to get sued by others.
Yeah, she will. It's like a reckoning. She's that next year for her is a reckoning year.
Interesting. Right. Well, I personally don't think she's going to be back on the show after this year. So yeah, I think to me, you're on
Good.
the money with that. That's just what I feel. What about Tamra Judge recently? Now, she's a strong woman, but with this thing
Hmm.
with Vicki, it's gone back and forth on social media. And her first response was, let me clap back at Vicki. But she then posted a video recently that said, I'm done. You win. Take my position on the show. She was crying, like, I'm defeated. You win, Vicki. You're coming after my family. You're mentioning my husband, that there's something with him, like you're destroying, like you win. Like I give up. Now, do you feel that, or do we feel Tamara's ready to break, or is this a mechanism?
She is, well, I mean, she's in that seventh house, so there is going to be a break, but the break isn't like forever. It's like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So once she deals with all of this mess, and I feel like she is, like spiritually speaking, she's vibrating pretty high right now. So it does look like she's working on herself. It does feel like she's trying to calm some of the waters around her. When she comes out, and that's about November, like she's going to really come into herself. And it does look like she puts a mend on some of these relationships, which will be good for her. Although Shannon is going to have to uh like if Shannon doesn't at least slow down on her drinking, then she will continue to alienate herself, even with Miss Judd. But it does look like that she steps up to help her in some way on an emotional level, and that will be amazing for both of them.
Well, the way this all works is like, and I don't know the exact dates, is like when the season ends of the
Mhm.
Housewives, they always have a reunion. I would imagine based on the day that it is today, like, right, the reunion is probably going to occur or air, it might be filmed right before November, but it probably will air
Well,
around
air.
November. So that's an interesting timeline that you have suggested.
Well, it's gonna be dramatic, but it really will be good for the girls. They kind of need that. And I think once Vicky's completely gone, then everybody can breathe because she really, I mean, she's not taking care of herself emotionally. She's got some stuff that she needs to take care of, and she really needs to start doing people right because I'm telling you, there's some law stuff coming, and it's big. It's big. She doesn't want to end up locked
Wow.
up. Then she needs to get her shit together. Pardon the French. Sorry, I probably should have not said that on air.
You can swear all you want. I have a horrible
Okay,
mouth. And
I
it's
do too.
funny because I personally know something that just happened with Vicki this week. It's not really public and it is potentially legal. So it is strange to me that you're saying this because I know of something that has nothing to do with this other case.
Right.
Just interesting. So you feel like Vicki is kind of maybe the dark cloud in this whole situation, and maybe she's
She
not
is.
going forward with this group, and maybe things could be repaired if she's gone.
Well, they will be repaired when she's gone. She brings such a harshness, and she likes to keep things stirred up. She likes to keep things stirred up. And let's face it, I mean, she's not a good person. She look at what she's doing. She is not a good person. Good people, um, not that bad things don't happen, but we usually hit it head on when something does, and you overcome it, you move forward. She doesn't. She tries to lie herself out of it. So now she's got this big web, and it's coming from multiple places. And these girls, a couple of them could potentially not get in trouble, but get drug into the chaos, the circus that's fixing to happen.
Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna have to watch this, but you're gonna have to come back on and give us
I
we'll have
will.
to
I
do
will.
an update on that. Moving on to a different woman. This is a woman.
Okay.
It's a different franchise. It's a different show. This woman is named Teresa Giudice. Teresa Giudice. There's different ways to pronounce her last name. She was born Teresa Gorga in May 18th of 1972. So she's from Jersey. She's from Jersey Housewives. Born Teresa Gorga, May 18th, 1972. And she was born in New Jersey. Before I tell you anything about her and her current situation, what type of feeling do you get from her?
Well, first of all, she is definitely alpha female. She is a Taurus, is her sun sign. Her moon sign's a Cancer, which, and then the year 72, um, she is going through some sort of, oh God, like she's regenerating, she's rebirthing herself. She's going to be letting go of a lot of people in her life, or people will start to kind of move away, but it's not necessarily a bad thing for her. She hasn't been able to really express herself too much. And that is getting ready to happen. And when she does, it's going to be powerful. Uh, she's going through some type of spirit, and I know I'm a psychic and this is going to sound so psychic like, but she is going through something spiritual, like something spiritual is going on, whether she's ascending, whether she's just kind of coming into herself, but she's really fixing to find her voice again. Where some people, when I look at her energy levels, I'm sure she comes across as a little harsh sometimes, but she's got a heart of gold. She's been done wrong. There is something going on right now. She is entangled in a web that it's like when I look at it, I'm from Louisiana. So when I say this, please